Gil Martin here, and welcome everybody to today's episode of the Daily Packers Post, where we bring you in-depth videos on your Green Bay Packers. We have new episodes dropping every day, Monday through Friday, so hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode. And also visit our website at thepackerspost.com for in-depth articles on your Green Bay Packers. Today, we're going to discuss the Pro Bowl teams, and they were announced on Tuesday, and only one Green Bay Packer was named to the NFC squad. Now, look, nobody cares about the Pro Bowl games. I don't even know if the players care. Who wins, who loses, doesn't matter. It's not watchable. It's not even a football game anymore. That being said, it is still an honor for players to be named to the Pro Bowl. Some of them have bonus clauses in their contracts, and it shows who is considered the elite players, among the elites in this league. And the only Packer who was named to the Pro Bowl team, ironically, is Micah Parsons, who was out for the season with a torn ACL and will not be able to contribute or participate at the Pro Bowl games anyway. So the first question we ask is, were any Packer players snubbed? And I think there are three who you can make a case for. The first is, Jordan Love has a 101.2 quarterback rating. That places him third among NFL qualified quarterbacks. Only Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff have a better rating, but somehow Sam Darnold and Dak Prescott made the list ahead of Love. And Prescott's kind of a shock. He's sixth in the NFC in quarterback rating. His team is not making the playoffs. They have a losing record. He does lead the league in attempts and completions. He has thrown 5 more touchdowns than Love, but Love has a higher touchdown percentage. Darnold, meanwhile, has thrown twice as many interceptions as Love and really should not be ahead of Jordan Love in the Pro Bowl voting. Another possible snub on this year's team is safety Xavier McKinney. He was all pro last year after signing with the Packers as a free agent, and Pro Football Focus has McKinney listed as one of the top 5 safeties in the league. And look, you ask opposing quarterbacks, they are very often reluctant to challenge the Packers deep because of how well McKinney plays center field. But while he has played well, there's a reason he wasn't named to the Pro Bowl this year. Last year, McKinney was second in the NFL with 8 interceptions. This year, he has 2. And in recent weeks, he's dropped at least 3 potential interceptions. Maybe if he catches a couple of those, he has a better chance of making the team. The lack of interceptions is the biggest reason he was not named to the Pro Bowl, even though he is clearly one of the best safeties in the NFL this year. The third potential snub in my mind may be one you could make a great case for, and that is punter Daniel Whelan. He is tied for the NFC lead in average yards per punt. Whelan is averaging 51.3 yards per punt this year. Think about that, because he is kicking in Green Bay, or even last week in Chicago, in cold weather, windy stadiums for a good portion of the season, while some of his competitors for the Pro Bowl squad are kicking in Florida or California or in domes for the majority of their games. So I think there's a really strong case to be made for Whelan, who may be the one big bright spot in a messy Packers special teams unit, but Whelan does not end up making the team, and I think that was a big snub. Now, why were some of the other players on this team not making the Pro Bowl? I think it has a lot to do with not just the injuries, but who was hurt. And there's sort of a couple of categories. There's players who were lost for the season and therefore aren't going to make the Pro Bowl. Devontae Wyatt probably not quite playing at a Pro Bowl level, but I think Tucker Kraft certainly was. But, he was on a Pro Bowl pace when he got hurt. arguably the best tight end in the game at running after the catch, great hands, great in the red zone. But his season ended right around the middle point of the year, and therefore he's just not going to get the votes, and he can't participate anyway. Then there's the players who were slowed down by nagging injuries that it compromised their productivity and probably cost them a shot at the Pro Bowl. Two of those guys come to mind. Running back Josh Jacobs last year, more than 1,300 yards on the ground, but he's been dealing with a knee injury that has slowed him down. He still has more than 900 yards, has a good chance to reach 1,000 if he plays both of the last two games, but those injuries slowed him down just enough that he's not going to get enough votes to make the Pro Bowl. And then the other player in my mind is Zach Tom. Tom is the team's best offensive lineman. He's not going to get a lot of headlines, but he's missed several games due to a bunch of assorted injuries. He was limited in others, and I think that really hurt his chances of making the Pro Bowl team. So those are some of the reasons that some guys didn't make it that maybe had the potential to make it. But the bottom line is this. The Packers have a lot of talented players, but not enough who sustained play at an elite level this year. Brian Gutekunst has created a roster with few major weaknesses, but that combination of injuries, disappointing seasons, and a failure to dominate left the Packers with just one player, Micah Parsons, in the Pro Bowl this year. Hopefully next year they do better, they stay a little healthier, and some of their elite players play up to their potential over the course of the season. And look, maybe does Christian Watson make it if he's healthy all year? Jaden Reed, maybe. I would tend to think not, but it's a possibility. Ultimately, just didn't happen for this team. Check out our website at thepackerspost.com for in-depth articles on the Packers. Here on YouTube, hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode. I'm Gil Martin. Thank you so much for watching today's video from the Daily Packers Post. Have a great day, everybody. Stay safe. And of course, go Pack Go.